Today, we're going to go over what verification is and what documents you may be asked to submit to the financial aid office. Verification simply means the Department of Education has selected your FAFSA for an additional review by our office. If you are selected for verification, incoming students will see the list of required documents on their initial award letter, and returning students will receive an email. During the verification process, the information and documents you submit will be compared to the original data you reported on your FAFSA, and corrections may be necessary. These corrections may reduce or increase your initial financial aid offer. The financial aid office will notify you of any changes to your financial aid package by mailing a revised award letter to incoming students and emailing a revised award notification to returning students. Please note that during verification review, additional information may be required from the family in order to clarify inconsistencies. It is important to respond to any request for additional information immediately. Let's look at some of the documents you will be asked to submit. The Dependent Verification Worksheet is a simple worksheet that you and your parents will complete. After filling out the student information section, you will move on to household information. Here, you will list yourself, then your parents that were listed on your FAFSA, and other people who live in your parents' household, such as your siblings, and who will receive at least 50% of their support from your parents. If you have siblings who will also be in college at the same time, please also be sure to list their schools. On the back, you, the student, will indicate whether you filed a tax return in 2019. If you did not, circle no, and then check the appropriate box that indicates your status. Next, you will do the same for your parents. Finally, you and one of your parents listed on your FAFSA will need to sign and date the form. Next is tax information. If you and your parents filed a tax return in 2019, you were given an option to use the IRS data retrieval tool when filling out your FAFSA. If you and your parents use the IRS data retrieval tool, there is nothing additional you need to submit in regards to the tax return. If you and your parents filed a tax return in 2019 and did not or were unable to use the IRS data retrieval tool, you will be asked to submit a signed copy of the 2019 tax return. If you are submitting a paper return, you will also need to submit Schedules 1, 2, and 3 if those were also filed. You will be mailed a blank dependent verification worksheet, but if you misplace it or need a new one, you can always find our forms by going to kettering.edu/admissions/tuition-affordability and select Find Financial Aid Forms. Participation in the verification process is not optional. If the student and family does not resubmit the requested documentation, the student will not be eligible to receive federal, state, or institutional need-based financial aid, and the parents of a dependent student will not be eligible to receive a PLUS loan. So it's very important for students to submit required documentation as soon as possible. Because of the sensitive nature of these documents, we cannot accept them through email. You can mail, fax, or drop them off to our office. If you have any questions about the verification process, please call our office at 810-762-7859, or you can email your questions to finaid@kettering.edu.